welcome to my channel. My name is Carolina, and today I'm going to be talking about how to start breastfeeding. And if you're here, you're probably a new mom or a soon-to-be mom, or maybe a mom in the future, or maybe you don't have kids or you do have kids and you're just watching this. I don't know, but either way, just keep watching because this will inform you on all the things that you need to know to get started on breastfeeding before and after and during. On YouTube, I see a lot of videos on how to physically start how to breastfeed, but not really on what you really need to do to start, like what you need to know, all the products you might need to use, or things like that. So I will be talking about that in this video, and I hope you guys enjoy, so keep watching. A little bit on my history on breastfeeding. I have been breastfeeding for 5 years. My son is 2.5 years old, and I am still currently breastfeeding, and I have made other videos where I say that I'm gonna stop breastfeeding him, but it hasn't happened. And to be honest, I really don't know when it's gonna happen. I hope it doesn't go past like 3 okay, but anyways, that's not the point of this video. I won't really say I'm an expert because I'm not, but I kind of know what I'm doing based on trial and error and my experiences with my own kids and what I have gone through. So now I want to help you get a little familiar with what you can expect the hours following your child being born. And this is different for many mothers because sometimes your child does have to go to the NICU or is premature and you can't really latch them on right away. Those children may have to use formula. So this is mostly around children who are born without any complications, and you know, they put them on you right away. So before your child is born, if your child has not been born yet, if you're watching this video, obviously, things that you may consider packing into your diaper bag. Oh, my son is here. He just woke up from a nap. Okay, go get it. It's in. If your child has not been born yet and you're planning on packing your hospital bag because you are getting ready to go deliver your child, some of the things that you may want to consider packing in your bag are nipple ointments, nursing pads, nursing bras and shirts. Perhaps a nursing pillow might help. It helped me so much. I packed that all before my children were born. Now, with my first child, I had no idea what these things were. The only thing that I knew of was the nipple cream, and that's honestly the nursing bras as well. That's the only thing that I really knew about. I didn't even know what a nursing pad was and what it was for. I didn't know I was gonna leak, but I'll get into that later. And a nursing pillow, I didn't know I needed the extra support. I thought that my child was gonna be small and light and I wouldn't need the support from holding them so many hours, you know, for days. If you're packing your bag right now or getting your list ready to go shopping and then putting in your hospital bag, go get those things. Nursing pads, nursing bras or shirts, the nipple ointment because your nipples will crack, and a nursing pillow. Those are things that you might consider getting. The moment your child is born is the most crucial time to start establishing breastfeeding and breast milk flowing and coming to the breasts. So it's really crucial that you are aware that the first few hours that your child is in this world is important to establish breastfeeding. And in many cases, when your child is born normally or there's no complications, the doctor or nurses might put your child skin to skin as soon as the baby is out. They'll put him skin to skin, and your child may be one of those babies who are just hungry right after they're born. Or if not, you know, just place them near the breast and you will be surprised how your baby will seek your boob right away. Your child might be interested in feeding right away. Oh. So as soon as your child is born and is placed skin to skin with you, try to latch the baby on. Not like open its mouth and like latch it onto your boob. No, just place it, the baby's head near your chest, and your baby might find their way to your breast. And if not, just it will stimulate all the hormones flowing to your body, and it will actually allow your breast milk to come even quicker. So the first few hours are very, very important, and following that you will have your baby hopefully in your room. If not, well, it's harder, you can still use a pump. So don't forget to latch your baby however time your child wants, and your milk will come even faster. And in the beginning your milk is kind of sticky. Well, mine was a bit like sticky, and I was like, what is this coming out? But it's colostrum, and it could be yellow or clear, sticky or watery, and that's the beginning of the milk. And that brings me to my next topic, which is my newborn getting enough breast milk? Your milk does not come as soon as they're born. Some mothers do have milk before their child is born, but if it doesn't, like in my case, I didn't have milk until like the 4th day that my children were born, and actual like milk flowing. Like I had colostrum and it was sticky, like a few hours after each of them were born. Their stomachs are really, really, really small. They're really small. Okay, so the more that you latch them on, you may feel like they're on all day, every hour, all night too, but this will only stimulate your breast milk. And if you give in giving formula, your child might prefer the formula bottle and not want to latch on the breast milk, because obviously if the bottle has milk flowing out of it easier, who doesn't want easier? And then the baby's gonna be like, ooh, milk is faster. Okay, the bottle is faster, giving me milk right away, and the breast is not. So they become disinterested. But what you can also do, which is what I did with both of my children, was I latched them on all the time. Every time that I saw that they were hungry, which was like every 30 minutes or an hour, the first few days that they were born, I would, after I latched them on and I saw that they were still hungry, I would supplement with a bit of formula, but just a little, not the whole like thin bottle that they give you at the hospital, just maybe like milliliters of milk of the formula. And I wouldn't give them so much because I didn't want them to want the formula. I wanted just, what are you doing? Many mothers give up in trying to breastfeed because they see that their milk isn't coming in, and they worry that their children are not eating because they're not producing enough milk. But your child's stomach is very small, they don't need a lot of milk. And you can always supplement with a bit of formula after you have latched them on to each breast and you see that they're still not full. You can supplement a little bit with formula, but I would suggest not to offer the formula first. Always offer the breasts first, and then you offer a bit of formula, so just so they can get a bit more full. And obviously they would drink less formula, so you're still stimulating your breast so your milk can come in. And only supplement with formula until your breast milk comes in. And this, I think, is the key to really be successful in breastfeeding for longer periods of time. And I think that it relieves some of the stress because, okay, you're still latching them on and your milk isn't coming in, so you supplement with a bit of formula and your baby is getting a bit full and until your milk comes in. So that relieves some of the stress on mom, because most women who do give up on breastfeeding most of the time are super stressed out because they're asking if their children are getting enough milk or not. That was one of my concerns as well, and this is just something that I did, and I hope that it helps you. And there are many other ways, I'm sure, but this is just not to discourage you, and to encourage you to keep on breastfeeding. And if you don't, no judgment. These first few hours or first few days that your child is breastfeeding and your milk hasn't really come in, you have to make sure that your child is still peeing and pooing. If your child is peeing and pooing, that means that they are getting some milk. So don't worry unless your child is not producing urine or poo-poo. Then you would have to contact their doctor and be like, okay, and they would probably suggest to give them or supplement with formula just so they can get a bit more fluid in them. So some tips to increase milk supply is to drink plenty, plenty of water, eat well, and also the number one thing is to latch your baby on, because if you don't latch your baby on, or at least pump if your child is away from you, then your body isn't gonna tell you to keep producing milk. So the more that, sir, excuse me. so the more so the more that you let your baby on, your body will be like, oh, I have to produce milk because it's demanding for milk because you just had your newborn, right? Um, the next thing that I'm gonna talk about is nipple soreness, because your child is latching on all day long, all night long as well. Your nipples are gonna be sore. They're gonna be cracked and bleeding, and this is something that you should expect. And this is why I said one of the things that you need to have with you in your hospital bag is a nipple ointment, because with both of my children, especially with my first one, my nipples cracked so bad. It would hurt to latch them on, but that is one of the things that is expected with new mothers. Sorry, my son is moving a chair in the back, so yeah. One of the things that helped me relieve the crackness and the soreness and all that was like rubbing down like this and trying to get the milk out. And I had like sticky colostrum milk, and I would rub it all over my nipple just so it would air dry, and then it would kind of heal it with the own milk that I was producing. So that really helped a lot. And remember, when your child is latched on you, like, keep massaging your breasts down, from the side, from all ways. There are a lot of videos out there to how to stimulate milk to flow, and how to position your child, so I'm not going to show that here. One of the things that you do have to look out for is if you have like red spots on your breasts, because sometimes when your milk, after like 3 to 4 days, when your breast milk does come in, you will have engorged breasts, so meaning that your breasts will fill up with breast milk, and they will be rock hard, and they will hurt you, and at least in my case, both of the times. And to relieve that, you're gonna have to latch on your baby, but sometimes your baby's not gonna drink all the milk that's in your breast right away. So one of the things that you can do to relieve that pain is to pump out the milk, or express it by hand. Just get a little bowl or a bottle and then just massage your breast so it can come out, and it's gonna hurt. One of the things that you can also do to relieve the pain is having someone help you get like a bowl of warm, not lukewarm, but like almost hot warm water, and get a cloth and put it on your breast and just keep massaging over the pain. It is painful, and it's more like sore pain, but after your breast milk does come in, your breasts are engorged. But just remember to look if you have any like extreme pain, or you have fever with the pain, and then like a red bump, like a red bump. That can be a sign of infection, so you might want to call your doctor, go to the doctor and get that checked out. I didn't personally have that, so I really don't know how it looks like. I've seen pictures online, like really severe cases, which freaked me out, but I don't know. When your breast milk comes in, and you do latch your child in, there's gonna be this thing called the letdown reflex, and basically this is you're gonna feel like this sensation on your breast when your milk is gonna like gush out, and it's a weird feeling at first, and still to this day, it's like been 5 years, and I still get that reflex, and I still feel it, and it feels a little uncomfortable, but it lets you know that your breast milk is coming down and your child is gonna get it. And that can happen a few minutes after your child latches on, or like a few seconds or a few minutes. And you will need breast pads. Put breast pads on both breasts, because when your child is breastfeeding on one side, this other one will leak after the letdown reflex. So just remember. And a funny story, with my first child, I didn't know what a breast pad was, so I had nursing bras. I knew what that was, but what I would wear instead of nursing pads, because I didn't know what that was, were the face cloth towels, and I would roll them up into like little squares, and they were this thick. I promise, I kid you not, they were that thick. And I would stuff them inside of my nursing bra, and I looked like this. I wouldn't come out for 4 months. It took me 4 months after my daughter was born to find out what a nursing pad was, and they would soak through because it's not made for to hold all that liquid, and it would soak through. So that's just a funny story. And then till this day I buy nursing pads. So like I say in every video after I finish is I hope I didn't miss anything, and if you guys have any questions, comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe and like if you enjoyed this video. And I hope it was informational and straight to the point. I just didn't want to like go into detail with everything, just like straight to the point. And if you have any more questions, there's other YouTube videos, or you can just ask down below, and these are just based on my experiences and what I have read and the knowledge that I know about breastfeeding. I love breastfeeding, and if you're a formula feeding mom as well, you know, everybody has to do what's best for them and what's best for the child and their situation, and every case is different. So enjoy your newborn. Congratulations on your newborn if your newborn was born already, and I hope everything goes well with your delivery. Happy breastfeeding. Bye.